Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube Editor's Perspective podcast. We are back after failing to upload last week's episode. BG.
It's not my fault. Evo had.
No,
yes, that is your fault.
Evo
I refuse. I refuse to take this excuse.
No, it's all BG's fault.
I
Why
refuse
couldn't
to take.
Bro do it?
Because I don't have the password to anything.
Are you
You
serious?
you could have always given it to me. I was doing nothing.
Yeah, we can't trust you.
Oh wow.
I think I trust him more now.
Yeet.
Someone is distracted easily.
It's not easily.
Oh,
It's
you're
the
about to be
biggest
lower
fighting-
than DA. You're about to be lower than DA.
It's not easily. It's the biggest
Low
fighting
man
game
on the totem
tournament.
pole.
It's the biggest fighting game tournament of the year, and I am heavy into fighter. It
Oh, yeah,
was
Evo
it was
did
all
have
my
it.
time.
Oh, yeah,
DA
you
just
both-
moved up to number 4.
All it takes is opening up another tab, putting
No,
it
it
down
doesn't.
in the background. Yes, it does.
Nope.
That's
Too
all.
much. I would have had to listen to it and find a name for it and all.
And
that.
you have two computers too. You could have kept a screen up and just looked at the other computer.
We don't have full power. We couldn't run that. It would have cut everything off.
Then you would have deserved it. But anyways,
Jesus.
so this episode, me and DA are back from two,
Very different cons.
very different cons, but two trips. Mine was enjoyable. I'm sure DA's was enjoyable as well, and we're going to be sharing our experiences at our said events. So let us start with DA.
Oh, really? Mine?
Yeah, mine's going to be a
Can I
lot.
ask now?
Nah, well, let's just let him explain where he was.
I was at Ponycon 2012 Summer Edition.
Was it in like New York City or?
It was
It was in
Jersey.
New Jersey.
Oh, no
Okay.
wonder. I thought it was in New York. But go figure, it's in Jersey.
Joyce.
Ugh.
I don't understand the hatred towards Jersey.
Oh,
After you find out what we're going to ask, you'll realize why.
I get
Their
one.
jersey
Alex
are
gets it.
Highland
Alex
Park.
gets
Ooh,
it. Alex gets
really?
it, and so does Michael.
When can I
Yeah,
ask?
that's it.
He
Can
called
I
that
ask?
man his whole name.
Never
He
knew it.
called that man his government name.
Yeah, that's why I don't.
Getting
that's-
anxious here, Lone. When can I ask?
Ask the question.
Can I?
Yes.
And,
Go ahead.
I gotta
I
stop.
know what you're
Okay.
gonna ask too.
Was wondering, DA, how was the BronyCon orgy?
Why? You know how many times that joke was made?
Do you know how many times it actually happened and someone got crabs?
What? You know what? Can't deal with this.
Yeah. Someone went to BronyCon, they had an orgy, someone got crabs. And
I
someone
thought it was like an
got zombie
outbreak.
That's what I thought, too.
Well, I got tired of that joke after standing in line for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, you just scuttled up there.
Where's the orgy? Well, the orgy. I'm like,
You
it
people are
wasn't funny.
hideous.
It wasn't funny at all.
Hey. As long as you wear a condom and a paper bag over someone's head, you're completely golden. And make sure they have ID to prove they're 18 years of age or older.
So basically, everybody that John hasn't been with.
Uh-oh.
I've only been with one bitch. My hand does not count.
He's gonna appreciate this.
Oh, yeah. A lot of Jews in New York.
Anyways,
All these spinks walking around.
There
Oh
are
my
a lot
God.
of Jamaican people.
I've
There
been
was
holding
a
back this
army
entire
of
time so
Jamaican
far.
people.
The whole 10 seconds I've been holding back. But nope, murdered.
Murder.
but wait, what were you saying, DA?
A lot of Jamaican people in New York.
Continue with
You
your
mean-
con adventures.
Yeah, I was gonna say your con
Oh,
adventures.
Really? Oh, I thought the racism. Okay.
Continue on with your racism.
We are trying. I should just probably put this out in the air. We are trying to cut out some of the racism in this podcast, but
And it's not gonna happen.
Go back to the previous episodes for.
Honestly, if people are getting offended, they really shouldn't be listening to this.
I mean,
This is-
swearing and racism. You shouldn't be offended by one if you're not by the other.
In an
Yeah.
effort to not be so racist, I have decided I will only use racial slurs against one race per episode. This week.
Okay.
It's the Scandinavians' turn this week.
That's progress. That's progress, Alex.
No,
Crap.
this week it's the Mexicans.
Uh-oh.
But Alex, you forget. Some people look like Asian, but they're also Mexican, so you might make a mistake.
How about that?
All right, BronyCon.
Go through my whole trip, the
Sure.
bus trip, and
Yeah, go ahead.
This is
Oh,
the
really?
whole episode.
Okay,
You and Lone.
Alrighty. Friday afternoon, I hop on the bus, the Greyhound bus, because I can't afford a plane loan.
My own private plane.
But you're rich off that. But you're rich off that Burger King money.
Oh, absolutely.
He is the Burger King.
He's riding dirty.
He's riding Big Macs.
How'd that bus come along?
Oh, quite bad actually. I had two.
Oh, yes.
I love you, Mom. Fuck you too. I am not sucking you off. You don't have a phallus to suck. There's a podcast episode, guys. No phallus to suck.
This is a loud loan.
My God, my mom just burned my dad so fucking hard.
All right.
I sat on the bus. There was two people that annoyed me on the trip there. It was this lady who would not shut up. She had a very thick Minnesotan accent. So,
I'm from Boston.
and
Midwestern.
the next person that got on the bus around 3 o'clock in the morning smelled horribly. So that stopped me from sleeping.
Please note, Proceed was not online at the time, so there may be reasons why he wasn't online.
Wait, what?
Proceed smells like homeless.
Wait.
And that flew over his head, too.
Completely over, but
No, Adam, Peanut? No!
whatever. There. Train wreck inbound.
Okay, so I get there and I don't know New York at all, so I'm in the middle of Times Square. I'm freaking out because BG's phone stops working for
It
some
stopped
reason.
working? What do you mean?
It just wouldn't send out a call or a text or anything at all.
I can
It
understand.
kept
the text.
saying SMS full or something.
Yeah, that's for the text.
I don't
You
know
just gotta
what that
delete it.
is, but I was.
That was fucking probably me trying to get in contact with BG.
You should upload the podcast. What's a podcast?
It's all about Evo.
Well,
Evo wasn't even I didn't even like pay attention.
Subasa got the picture.
People don't even.
No, I didn't take it. I was sniffing my fucking mother because she was putting on perfume and it smells horrible.
No, I'm just okay. Whatever. That's.
I'm glad that sentence turned itself around because I was worried for a second.
No, I'm just talking about the picture.
I was sniffing my.
But,
Oh, what did you send?
Keep going, DA.
I don't think I can.
This is why he told you to go first, because the second time, wait, the more
10 out of 10.
I'm freaking out because I couldn't call my roommate and tell him that I had arrived. I didn't want to catch a cab because I didn't know how far it was. I didn't want to end up spending $40 for a cab ride. And I didn't know where the bus stop was. I knew which bus I had to take, but I didn't know where it was. So I'm walking all around Times Square trying to get a little bit of Wi-Fi. And I see somebody with a book bag and he's got a pony on it. A pony doll on it. I'm not going to say which one because nobody cares. So I latch on him. Hey, you know where this is? You know where Ponycon is? Help me! I'm lost. He's like, oh yeah, come with me. Turns out
if you want to live.
I was like a minute away from where I needed to go.
Proceed, I love you so much. I'm gonna hug you. As gay as that sounds, I'm gonna fucking hug you.
And then we learned something about John today.
Watch as the silence happens during Lone.
Oh, you bet.
Everybody's gonna be listening intently. Then what happened, Uncle Lone?
Uncle Lone.
That's the title. Oh God.
Then what happened? Oh, no. Story time with Unky Lone.
Come
Oh, no,
on.
then what
And
happened?
then I turned around and punched Hitler in the face.
Oh
And
God.
Because
then
you
I
don't
realized
take shit.
I was on an LSD trip.
I'm a
man.
Jew and I don't play that way.
LSD, no, bath salts is the new LSD, man. You gotta eat that face. You gotta eat that face.
Keep going.
My man said bath salts.
At the
new
convention.
LSD.
Talk about the actual convention itself.
I'm just waiting for them to stop. I don't want to interrupt a flow. At the convention, we get off the bus. We see the first thing I see is a giant truck with 2 screens on it. That's just playing pony stuff. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm in the right place. There's 2 huge lines and a pile of people. I jump in one line. What's this line for? I don't know. What's this line for? I don't know. So I go up to the front desk. There's a registration line. I'm all good. I register. No problem there. I have to find my roommate. I have no idea what he looks like. BG's phone still won't work, and there's a crowd of people singing pony songs. So I run out.
That
outside.
must have been horrible.
Oh, I was freaking out. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have any place to stay tonight. What's going on? So
I'm talking with the singing. Oh my god.
actually, it was actually a little bit calming. This was a nice slow song.
To you.
So I run outside. I see somebody talking on the phone, and I wait until they get off their phone, and I say, "Excuse me, can I borrow your phone for a second?" I call my roommate. My roommate is like 20 feet away from me. He turns his head. Oh, yeah, there you are. Get in the room. All is good. What happened after that? I went to the first panel, which was opening ceremonies, of course. Pretty uneventful, just opening ceremonies. The next panel
I think I'm done with the opening and closing ceremonies.
I like closing ceremonies a lot better than opening.
Continue though.
What was next? The Meet the voice actors was next with a lot of people. But Tara Strong.
Yeah, I was about to say you and Tara
Tara
Strong.
Strong, aka Let's Make Twilight Sparkle Say Bad Things, aka Drawn Together.
I have my Tara Strong autograph story is coming up.
And you're gonna are you
Stay tuned.
I gotta ask you something, DA. Are you gonna sleep with her autograph under your pillow, or are you gonna wait to get Rarity's autograph?
It's hanging up.
Story.
It's hung up. Okay.
My nigga.
That was a great panel. That was probably the best panel of the entire con to meet the voice actors. Too bad it was only an hour long. The year before it was 2 hours, but I digress. After that, you have to actually get in line to get a voucher to get in line for the autograph. So the next panels I didn't really care about. So I'm like, okay, I'll go out there and get a voucher for the autographs. I go up there. There's a little a sign that says vouchers here. I walk up, hey, excuse me, sir, can I have a voucher? Sure, you can wait in line. And I turn my head and see a line of maybe 200 people. And he was like, yeah, they've been there since 6 o'clock, so good luck. That
You waited through that entire line?
That's coming.
Oh, jeez.
I said, screw this. I'll wait till the line dies.
Those lines never die, dude.
So I'm walking around the artist alley, buying a few posters and some buttons and whatnot. Taking pictures. I eat up an hour. I go back. 400 people, and the same 2 people are waiting in the front of the line. Apparently, there's a problem with the printer that they can't print the vouchers. So they're like, people, we're having a problem with the printer. Dissipate until we figure it out. Sorry that you waited so long, but what can be done?
That had to blow.
For them.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the line, but that story's coming. They said check back periodically throughout the day. So the next panel I went to was it was a PMV panel, which was very nice.
Jesus Christ.
They showed a lot of good PMVs. They're like AMVs, but with ponies. You see, that's what a P comes.
Please.
Oh,
please,
all right, Bill
please.
Cosby.
Audible face palm.
The videos and the music and the things.
Everybody wanted to get their jokes out. They piled on top of each other.
Moving count ahead.
I don't know how to feel about everything I just heard.
So after that panel, I went back to the autograph booth, and there's another line, but it's moving this time.
Oh, because there's so much demand for fucking ponies. People sick of it.
Pony autographs.
My little pony.
Tara Strong. John
Tara
Delancey.
Strong is acceptable.
He was Q in Star Trek.
Tara Strong is acceptable because she's fucking Tara Strong.
Yes.
So that's the thing.
Lauren Faust was there. She created. She was a writer and producer on Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home, and
She's a lesbian. She doesn't matter.
she's not
Did
a
she
lesbian.
participate in the orgy?
Yeah, she's
Did,
Much about
did
this.
she participate in the orgy?
not gonna miss that. So I waited in that line.
She did.
I'm waiting in that line.
Did
We're
It
pony
unfurls-
sex
I need to?
also.
No. I need to ask. During the orgy, did she walk in and say, "Look at all my little ponies"?
Ow.
Oh, you're really just saying every orgy joke that they said already, Tsubasa.
I know. Such a clusterfuck, huh?
Everyone has been made. I promise you.
How about you continue that story?
I'm trying, but Tsubasa is hindering it, good sir. So I wait in that line. It's all the way outside. It's wrapping around these like wheelchair ramps. That's what it is. It's like a ramp. So I'm waiting out there. It's about an hour that goes by. I've moved halfway through the line, and I'm talking to people, playing on my DS, what have you. And this guy comes out and starts counting people. And I turn to the dude behind me. I say, "Oh, he's counting somebody. This isn't good." He gets up to like 75 people. He says, "Excuse me, everybody behind this 75th person, leave. We only have enough paper for these 75 people. Come back later." Yes. So after that, it was most people did not leave, including myself. Because I had been waiting there for an hour. So we're like, no, I'll take my chances for waiting right here until it starts up again. The guy comes back out. It's too hot out here. I'm responsible for all of you guys. If somebody dies, then it'll be all on me. I can't have that. Leave now or your badges will be revoked. That's very daunting. So I left. I went to what was it? It was like a My Little Pony abridged series that they had a panel. And it was a good panel. They showed a new video. I'm losing confidence in this panel, but it was a good panel. After that was the Lauren Foss panel, which had pretty much everybody in the entire convention in that place. It had a lot of chairs and stuff, but it was packed. Yeah. So the guy emceeing it comes up and says, "Excuse me, everybody. I'd like to first say that sorry about the autograph sessions thing, but we are now opened again. So if you want autographs, just wait in the line. Nobody moved because pretty much everybody was there to see that panel." I've decided to myself that I'm leaving 30 minutes into this panel to wait in line, unfortunately, because I really wanted to see that panel.
What was this goddamn panel?
It was Lauren Faust.
Oh, dear.
Good God.
The actual creator of My Little Pony Friendship Magic. She got a 5-minute ovation. It was insanity.
5 minutes? Really? You guys clapped for 5 minutes for ponies?
Oh, yeah.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
For the creator of the pony.
You should all be ashamed of yourselves.
A longer ovation is coming later, but the panel is fantastic, but I do as I say and bow out 30 minutes into it. There are not too many people out there. There's about 150 people out there. So I'm waiting in line. Guy comes out. He says, "Excuse me, everybody. We're running out of paper again." And he says,
No,
he didn't count people himself, but he made people count themselves. So it's like, okay, you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, and they, went down the line. And he wasn't really paying attention. He was talking on his walkie-talkie and all this stuff. And he got to me, and I was 76, which was, of course, the cutoff. And he looks at me and I have on my Little Pony bag. It's like a giant green messenger bag. I counted them. It was 38 buttons on them, which was apparently the most at the convention. And I took quite a few pictures. just because of all.
BG
I
is
love
just like,
BG right now. He's,
BG is just sitting there like, oh,
Guys,
It's
guys,
all-
guys,
I need to find some of them pictures for y'all. I did take
Guys.
about 8 pictures.
guys.
But he looks at me.
We need a picture of his bag and just put underneath it. This bag secures my virginity.
It's a nice bag.
Continue your story.
What?
So he gets to me and he sees me. He's like, "You got a lot of badges and pins and stuff. Where'd you get them all?" And I tell him where I get them, and he's talking to me for a while. He was like, "What number you?" I said, 75. He said, "Okay. Everybody after this man, go away."
You're an asshole, DA.
I'm a genius. So I actually got my vouchers because of that. By that time, it was 7 o'clock, and there was but one panel left. There was actually two, but the after it was first it was an auction, and then it was a dance, and I was not interested in the dance, so I just went to the auction where it was the last item was a poster with all the characters on it, signed by everybody in the first season. It went for $4,000.
No.
Actually, but
Who's in the chat?
yeah, that's
that's a thing.
indeed.
Continue.
After that, I went back to my room and talked with my roommate for a while and went to sleep.
I gotta say though, DA, you are talking about every single small portion of your trip.
Not really.
Micromanage like a
went into a
boss.
lot more detail. The people that I talked to, the pictures that I took.
It just seems a lot longer because he keeps getting interrupted.
Really?
That's true. That is true. But
It's not like I walked into Hall B and I looked up and okay. Day 2, I decided to get up rather early for the autographs to line up. So I'm like, they got up at 6. I'll get up at 6. So I set my alarm to 6. Got up, got dressed, left. Went up there. There was a line of about 150 people. I went up to the first dude. I'm like, "How long have you been here?" He's like, "I never left."
What the fuck is wrong with you, Pony, man?
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can either stand in line like one of these rubes, or I could get smart.
You got vocabulary skills on that one. This man
Oh,
said
shit.
proves.
So I get up on the platform and I say, "Excuse me, everybody. I know you've been here for a while. I'm heading up to McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, and Dunkin' Donuts. Would anybody like anything to eat?" So I took about 30 orders, went up to get the food, came back, gave everybody their food. I stood in the back of the line and waited. I said, either this is gonna work for me or just screw me over, because about 150 more people came back in the hour that I was gone. So one of the dudes that I gave a sandwich to turned around like, hey, come on, you can cut in front of me. And he was near the front of the line. Genius, yes.
I thought everybody was gonna have explosive bouts of diarrhea.
No.
I laced this food for a reason.
I was
That'd be a good plan.
about to say, I took all these orders, and when I got back, they shit themselves and ran.
That's a way to clear the line.
Yeah, literally.
That's what
No,
Go ahead. I thought you were going that direction, but continue your story. Continue.
Your own brother suspected you of poisoning people.
Okay.
Now that's love. Oh, so he went to get food. Yeah, he poisoned these kids. What? You didn't poison those kids?
He's a murderer.
Beta as fuck.
So Tara Strong is running a little bit late, and that's who I was in line for. So like, Tara Strong is running a little late. We can only allow 50 people in. He counts down the line. I'm the 50th person.
Oh,
So I'm like, yes! screw this idiot behind me. I was like, oh, he let me cut in front of him. So I went, you can go ahead, man. And we're going back and forth. No, you go. No, you go. And the guy who was counting the line was like, do you two know each other? I was like, and we explained the situation. He was like, you know what? This is what this convention is all about. Friendship. Both of you can go.
Are you serious
Hey,
right
hey,
now?
hey,
can't
DA.
deal
Friendship.
DA, friendship is magic.
I hate you niggas. I hate you niggas. This is why I hate you people. This is why. I just want to like spitefully kill every My Little Pony fan with a fucking stake with the word friendship carved on it.
There was about 4,000 people there, so you take a while.
Don't even care.
Sorry.
Worth it.
So, Tara Strong's line is moving surprisingly fast. I don't know if
That's
it's
because
fast
that's
or I'm.
because she got ass and titties, ass and titties. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Two people ahead of me. He's
And this
not
black
even
woman
address
brought
that.
me
I'm trying to
by.
get this story rather quickly.
Trying to get to long.
Two people ahead of me. The guy is moving slowly, so I'm like, okay, I can compose myself. I could breathe. I could stop shaking because I was shaking like a leaf. I couldn't support my legs. I was falling over.
Interesting.
The next dude, the dude in front of me, he went, "Hello, could you sign this? Thank you. Goodbye." And I'm like, no, longer. And she's like beckoning me like, "You're next." And I get up there and I just start babbling.
I edit videos of your series. Love me.
I can't.
Complete a series.
I can't deal. Just listening to the sound of his voice is making me die.
He looks like he wants to cry right about
I
now.
was one and only chance. I got a chance later, but I thought at that moment it was my one and only chance. And I was babbling like an idiot. I wanted to just bash my head into the desk. Tara, you're 9 years. You. Oh.
And then he jizzed in his pants, and they had to escort him off the premises.
Let's just say there was about a minute of babbling and her smiling politely.
I love your stove, please.
That's pretty much what it was. So I get out of line feeling like complete crap. I turn my head and people are filing out of the room. I go, what's going on? Did I just clear the room with my
And
stupidity?
there's DA.
Stupidity, you said?
Stupidity, that's a new one. That's going in the dictionary.
Yes, that.
Stupid.
Turns out there was a fire. Yep. Called the Great Ponycon.
You just are sitting there for so long babbling, someone's like, alright, fuck it, I gotta clear this line.
It's like, alright, fuck this shit, get the matches.
No, but a light set on fire, so they cleared all 4,000 people out.
Proceed, fuck you. I just clicked that.
It was 11 o'clock. They said we'll be back ready to let people start going in at 1 o'clock. The schedule has been changed. It's on the giant truck with the screen. So
Rape van?
yes, it was a rape van. It said it right there. So I took
It said Hasbro on the side?
I took that time to. It was actually a fan-made truck. So I took that time to talk to people, take pictures, blah blah blah. About 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, I get hungry. I'm like, okay, I still got another hour.
I get hungry.
I still got another hour. I can go off, get something to eat, and come back. So I'm walking. What is that? Don't click on it.
Click it. Do it.
Well, just keep your story going.
Alrighty. So I'm walking.
Mike, click
walking away.
Oh my
I'm
Jesus.
walking away, and there's I turn my head, and there's Tara Strong under a bench with security people around her. So I'm like, what is she doing here? I walk up to her thinking that I'd get strong armed or something. She looks up and like, oh hi, you're here for an autograph? I remember you. And she's like, and I'm like, what are you here for? She's like, I'm still signing autographs, but nobody's here yet. I said, did you announce it anyway, Twitter or something? She's like, no, I didn't. and she hops on her Twitter and announces it, and I'm like, okay, I got about 2 minutes before people start coming. I say, okay, I'm very sorry. I was nervous. You've been my favorite voice actress since I was like 9. She's like, oh, don't worry, it happens all the time.
It's been a while.
It happens all the time. And I get another autograph with her, and I get a picture with her. Then a bunch of people start coming. I'm like, okay, that's all I wanted. I've redeemed myself. I'm fine.
I'm off the suicide watch.
That's right.
I have like no respect. Well, then again, I imagine that's how Lone was at his con.
Continue.
Not really.
I got a
can maintain
question.
composure.
That's how.
Yeah, I got a
Lone
question.
is
After
around.
she tweeted about the
The autograph.
yeah, did you feel the ground start to rumble and like trees
Well,
falling down and small children running with their mother and animals perking up and running away because I could feel the impending doom?
See, none of that happened. All that happened was off the coast of the city. There was a man with one eye in his boat, and he looked towards the city and said, "We fucked."
And then all you hear quietly as the biggest guys run is dee 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 dee.
I just imagine a torrent of just overweight, pathetic life forms just charging with like
Too many
notepads
seeds,
and
not enough
pens.
bleachers.
No, it
Continue
wasn't.
your
I'm
story.
gonna speed through this since I know I've been taking a little bit of time. I go get something to eat. I go back. Everybody's followed in. I go to there was another voice actors panel. It was like part 2. Ask more
Electric
questions.
Boogaloo.
Yes, right. He said that. He actually said that. That was a great panel. The panel after that was Ponies the Anthology 2
Hey, actually.
live.
Neko.
After that, it was John Delancey's panel where he got a 7-minute standing ovation because he had a Brony shirt on. He was there filming the Ponycon the documentary, which I'm probably going to be in for about 5 seconds.
And there's your next video for Yomacon. Editing that.
It's not going to. I was interviewed slightly for it. How do you feel about being here? Oh, great.
I feel so great. I'm going to edit 7 videos about it.
I'm just waiting.
After that, it was a cosplay competition. Good. Are you gonna rage for everything I say? You're gonna really hate the end.
Continue.
Okay, after that was the closing ceremonies. Bye bye everybody. Bye bye Tara Strong.
Bye bye, Pony Crew.
She remembered my name.
You have a
through
very
the,
distinct name.
Yeah,
man.
I know. It's not a big thing, but it made me happy. To quote Alex.
Happy Georgia.
Damn Australian.
So, after closing ceremonies, I go outside and see people following around a big giant truck. They're just showing pictures and stuff. They're talking to people, and I walk away. I go to Burger King. I get
Because
something.
you can't get away from Burger King even when he's away.
I actually have a story about the Burger King, but I'm not gonna tell it because it's kind of long. But I get something to drink. I come back. They're playing episodes. They're like, we're gonna be playing episodes until they kick us out. And it's a giant truck. It's like a 70-inch screen, speakers and everything. So people are just filed. They're just on the stairs watching it, singing along, quoting lines, all that good stuff. Until about 11 o'clock, which was about 9 episodes, where they said, okay, everybody, you gotta go. So we sang one song. Everybody, it was about 1,000 people singing a single song. Police rolled up, told us to get lost.
I am disgusted.
To the king.
thoroughly.
Please had to disband a pony gathering.
We were singing very loudly.
And I was like, yeah.
I don't have words.
It was winter wrap up for anyone.
No, we're not.
We're not wondering.
You got a little bit more.
All right, so let me save this now.
So now,
This is the reason I decided to go second, because I knew.
ladies and gentlemen, you will
It's
now
actually a little bit.
see-
Oh, he still got a little bit more people.
Oh,
I go back to the room, talk to my roommate, go to sleep. Wake up at about 6 o'clock, get dressed, get out. I pretty much walk around New York for the next 8 hours, just looking at the sights, Times Square, eating pizza, lots and lots of pizza.
Proceed. I have to ask you now.
Mhm.
He was within fist distance of you.
Fist distance. Fistance. Fistance.
Fist. That's another. I'll do some decision making. That's a good one too.
Why didn't you just? Why? He was.
I
You had-
didn't know he was wandering around the city. If I had known, I'd make a trip out there just to fucking tie him up and
Beat
leave
the
him.
shit out of him.
Leave him. No, why would I? Why would I do the dirty work? It's New York City.
Just tie him up.
All I have to
And,
do is
like-
tie him up, leave him in an alley with a sign that says "Brony." The denizens of New York will do their job.
While sitting on the giant stairs in Times Square, there were about 8 bronies that walked up to me, stragglers, and just, hey, how you doing? I noticed your pins because I still had my buttons and stuff on, and we got to talking for a while, and they left one after another, and I just
Yeah,
couldn't.
no, I wouldn't leave you in Times Square where people are sane. Hell's Kitchen, maybe.
Yeah,
A bunch of people. There was a bunch of people. Nothing was gonna happen. I took a whole lot of pictures of Times Square. I was very, very amazed.
Now you see, I would have been. It would have been worth the trip to come to Times Square just for the restaurants over there.
Yeah, I did eat. I did eat a lot.
It's not Pizzapopolis.
It's not Pizza Popolis. There was no Pizza Popolis.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut
They
up!
did have
Nice
a lot
summer
of
grumble.
pizza there.
It's all we are eating for
Ooh.
3 days. That is all we are eating. If you try to buy something else, you will be fucking murdered.
See,
I'm
y'all
gonna-
gonna be eating
I'm-
Pizzapopolis, and I'm just gonna walk in with a box of Chinese food and be like, "Fuck y'all niggas, I got rice."
I'm
But
gonna end my story with a joke.
it can
that
only be
was
fried
played on-
rice.
With a joke that was played on me. I'm waiting in line at the Brony Cons, and this guy with a sling on his arm comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, can you dab this little bit of blood off my arm?" And he had a little bit of blood on his other arm that he couldn't get because of his sling. So I'm like, yeah, sure. He said, "Oh, thanks, man. I've been getting cut a lot recently ever since I developed HIV."
What the fuck?
I dropped the napkin, just jumped up backwards like, yeah.
Dunked so hard. Dunked so hard.
He was joking, of course, but I was pissed off for about 5 seconds.
It's like no. I was the one that got crabs at the orgy. All right, so
All in all,
My-
it was a good trip. Very good.
my turn now.
Michelle.
So, the weekend after DA's trip here, it was actually Wednesday. I went down to Austin, Texas to go to RTX, which is the Rooster Teeth convention. It's pretty much like where internet gaming, all like a whole bunch of different people from all over the world really just came. There's about 4,000 people there as well. And yeah, I guess I'll just start from the beginning. I left from Cleveland about like 6:30. It was an early flight. I landed in Nashville, Tennessee. It was 8 a.m. there, so I thought, you know what? I'm like on vacation right now. Let's get a beer at 8 a.m. Why the fuck not?
Hell
That was
yes.
cool. That was cool. But got into Texas, took a cab to my hotel, and then I decided to just learn my area, walk to the convention hall and stuff like that. And I gotta say, Austin is the most beautiful city I've ever seen in my entire life.
Not better than Times Square.
It's super clean,
Not
like
better than
everything
Times
around there. I haven't seen Times Square, so I don't know yet.
I saw
But I mean,
Naked
I went through pretty much almost all of Austin
I
though.
took a picture of it. It was awesome.
But
A naked.
the thing is too though, like with Austin, you feel safe at all times. It is not like Detroit. It is not like Cleveland where you're kind of walking.
Hey!
Look,
Dude,
no.
okay.
Hey,
I'm-
I think
hey.
you just raced me.
You
And I
can't.
said,
You can't argue it.
hey,
When you're in
John.
when you're in the South, it is different. When you are in Texas, things are another world.
I was gonna say, dude. I mean, and I just said Cleveland too. When you're walking around Cleveland or you're walking around Detroit, you feel a little leery.
Detroit first.
I walked around Cleveland when I was no, that was Sandusky.
Come to Chicago and just walk.
Yeah, that is
midnight.
that's different. Cleveland, inner city Cleveland. When you're just walking around, you feel a little leery. In Austin, I did not have that feeling at all.
You know
No,
what?
because everybody, it's different. It's just different there.
It really is different, dude. But anyway, so
And well, that, and you also knew that Kevin was only a few miles away, and you had military
I
backup.
actually did not remember that at all.
Yeah, you had military backup in the same state. You
Was
didn't even
too
know.
hyped.
But anyway, so walking around, got some food, some Chinese at this place called P.F. Chang's, and I go back to my hotel real quick. And I was actually talking to some dudes online to try to meet up. Contact this guy named Steve, and they were going to this Barton Springs, which is this giant freshwater pool that they have in Texas, or in Austin specifically. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, there. Okay,
Yeah.
it got quiet, but anyway,
everyone quiet down for Uncle.
well, no, it was like literally like. No, it was like literally just like all the sound went away. But anyways, it was just I think it was almost like the same thing with like when I met you guys at Yoma. I mean, we have been talking online for a while, but literally they pulled up. They had a rental car. They pulled up in the car. There was like, "Hey there, man, looking for a good time?" It was like literally like months I've known these guys. When I got in the car. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was like YomaCon over again.
Oh yeah, so there's two guys.
I wasn't there, so it wasn't as cool.
This
No,
guy.
you're it.
You're no Michael from Rage Quit, dude. Let's put that out there. Anyways.
Hey, I'm better. I'm better. I come from New York. The better.
Anyways.
The better state.
Your garbage just washes over there to Jersey. That's why it's bad.
I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Jersey wasn't too bad from what I experienced.
Because you only saw the city, which is already a billion times better than any part of Jersey. So just shut up. You're horrible. You're from Detroit.
They have Walmart.
What's your
Walmart's a deciding fact.
That's right.
How you know your city's prosperous?
One-stop shop.
Back in my area.
Hey, Lauren, how about you continue your story?
Yeah.
Fucking bastard.
Guys. Anyways, so I get in the car. The two guys, Steve and Nate, are from the Detroit area. No, not Nate.
Nathaniel.
Not NG Silver Nate.
For the AMV contest.
No, I'm just saying it wasn't Mr. NG Silver. But anyways, he's a big dude. He's bigger than you, Proceed.
That's frightening.
Yeah, he was really cool though. But then there was two Australians that they met.
In spite of being.
They were in there for RTX as well. Both named Matt. This guy Matt Corey. This guy gets drunk. He is the most forgetful motherfucker I've ever seen. He forgot my name about 5 times in the span of 10 minutes. He's like, pretty much, he's like, what's your name? Like, oh, nice to meet you, Mike. Who are you? Like, Mike. He had, like, business cards.
Mike?
His Rooster Teeth account, something like that. And we would get to this Barton Springs thing. And, of course, Mr. Matt Corey, he's like, oh, I only brought a Speedo. We're like, oh, God. He's just there in a banana hammock, going up to these, like, swimming up to these women. He's like, "Hi, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you." And he's like talking. They're just kind of like wafting away, like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you." And just like, oh god, man. But then after that, we went to the highball later in the day for this thing called Geeks Who Drink, which is essentially drunk trivia. It's like they have it all across the U.S. and they actually have like national championships and stuff. It's pretty much just a whole bunch of trivia, random topics. It was 4th of July, so it was like very patriot, like USA, like they had an Independence Day round and a whole bunch of other stuff. So drank there, had some good food, and from there we sat and watched the fireworks. That was pretty much my Wednesday. Thursday, what did I do earlier that day?
Doesn't even remember his own trip.
We went and got some food real quick.
Yeah.
Then we went to the Fort, which is Griffin Ramsey, who is the wife of Jeff Ramsey, who plays Griff from Red vs. Blue. It's her venue that she owns. She was having a whole bunch of RTX people come and have drinks and stuff. So we get there. There's maybe about like 30-ish or so people there. And Jeff and Griffin are there. They also had Ben, who runs the Rooster Teeth website, Marshall, who's one of their main live-action people, and a couple other people. So I had a conversation with Jeff for about 2 hours, just talking random shit with them, which was awesome to have like personal time with one of the guys from Rooster Teeth. I got pictures with Jeff, Griffin, and I also talked with Ben. And then pretty much that all wrapped up. We said goodbyes and stuff like that. And look on Twitter. Jack from Achievement Hunter. He's like, hey, I'm going to the Dog and Duck pub for some drinks. Anyone from RTX want to join? So we're like, well, shit, let's go. And we get there right as Jack gets there, and pretty much we were drinking and talking shit with Jack for about 4 hours, which was awesome.
I hate you.
Like, I forget, we were
It's the most solemn
at
I
one
hate
point we were talking sports, and he's like, where'd you say you're from again? I'm like, Cleveland. He's like, ooh, would you be pissed off if I said LeBron? I'm like, yes, a little bit, Jack, thank you.
Yes, I like this man.
But yeah, we were talking for a while, and I know I was talking about like how I want to get into game design and stuff like that, and he was talking about like how retro guys who make Metroid are in town and stuff like that. We were just having a whole bunch of random conversations, and then I got to touch the beard of awesomeness. You've been watching AWU, right? Proceed.
What?
AWU, you know, Achievement Hunter,
Yeah,
AWU.
of course.
Okay, yeah, like the beard is
Yep.
incredible in person.
But
What's wrong with
Doesn't
you?
sound homosexual at all.
No, it's just a fucking manly beard, dude. It's called I'm envious that I can't fucking grow facial hair.
That's because you have baby face, Lone.
I know. It pisses me off.
On top of baby penis. Bow!
Damn! I
Yeah.
3 points.
And BG hits him with a slammer.
That was a good one. I applaud. But
But see, that was a good one, but BG, once again, is just the soldier of a wrong war.
You use this joke. It has no. I'm done with you guys with that. I'm over it.
anyways,
Tony
Not
anyways,
for
would
my
say you're
revenge,
not.
but I'm over that. Continue.
anyways, so Friday was just kind of a bum day. We went and got our passes, had like a goodie bag with got like free magic cards. It was actually pretty cool. Different swag. There's this Achievement Hunter, like, you know those snap wrist bracelets that pretty much are like bendy and pretty much you like slap them on your arm. They automatically
Tara
wrap.
Strong signed one for me.
Like we got one of
I know
those.
she
I
signed
cannot
for
stop
you.
playing with that fucking
Oh
thing
my.
weekend. I was just sitting there like slap. It was just, yeah, very addicting. Anyway, so yeah, Friday didn't really do too much. Went out a little bit, drinking a little bit, but then first day of the convention, I get there about the doors open. The exposition hall opens at about 9. I got there maybe like 7:30, 8ish. There's already about like 300, 400 people in line already. So it's like, oh shit. I guess there's like a good about like 100 people out there at 6 o'clock in the morning before the convention hall, the entire thing even opened. It's like I can do that. So sitting in line, I actually pull up ESPN radio because Jack and Joel are doing a broadcast on I guess like the Texas ESPN channel or the Austin ESPN channel. So I was listening to that before we got in. Get into there, immediately walk into Bernie Burns. So I'm like, well, I gotta get a photo because he's gonna be fucking swamped the entire weekend. I talked with him for a bit, got a photo, then walked around. Halo booth already had like a line of 300 plus people when I got there.
Gee, you're surprised. Why?
But
Why is no one interrupting Lone with nonsense?
Interruption there. Shut the fuck up.
Because his story is actually decent and full of interesting things, unlike yours.
Shame! Shame! The only thing that was interesting in your story was Tara Strong. The rest was shame. Shame and ponies.
Me.
all right, continuing though. So walking around the exhibit hall, they have a whole bunch of Halo 4. They had a whole bunch of like PC and a whole bunch of other like Xbox Live and kind of a lot of indie game stuff, which is pretty cool. Walk around. There's an immersion museum where they have like all the supplies and like weapons and stuff from the immersion, all the immersion videos they did. They had the glasses set up, the 2D Mario glasses. So I got to play with that. Pretty much, they had me and another guy like put them on, and then we had to throw a ball to each other. It's really fucking hard when you're looking at yourself from the side. But after that, I went over to the little Achievement Hunter pod where they had a bunch of stuff, and I ran into Michael from Rage Quit. So, and he wasn't really busy, so I'm like, okay, I need to get a video for Ralph. So I pretty much had him. I was like, all right. It's like, Michael, I need you to yell at a friend for me on the internet. His name's Ralph. He's from New York. Couldn't really come here today, but he's a big fan of yours, so I figured he'd like you, insulting him. I was like, oh, all right, cool. So
You make me sound like a masochist. I mean, it's
You
like
kind of are a masochist.
not even hey,
I'm
no.
just.
Why? Why? Because I get in relationships that don't go anywhere for me. Is that why? Is that why?
Maybe, but that's not what I was talking about. I was kind of
Bastard.
talking about the constant, just failures. But
Yeah.
that's
Hey, Lone, that video you did was pretty interesting. Why don't you talk about
I was
it?
about to say you have video
General
masochism.
failures.
What are you talking? I hate you guys.
But yeah, suffice to say,
We'll see what happens when I
Proceed
fucking
got a
kill
really good
people.
video from Michael from Rage Quit, and even had Brown Man Ray from Achievement Hunter in the background, like waggling his tongue. But anyways, so from there I went and got in line for the the Freddie Wong panel, and he had is like pretty much like kind of it's supposed to be an educational keynote speech, but it was just him kind of like saying how they've gotten to the business and how much fun they have really on YouTube and stuff like that. Went up, talked to Brandon for a little bit, and hopefully might get some things lined up in the future that they might join. Not getting our hopes up, but Brandon said he'd be down for it. Did not get a chance to see Freddie. He literally, like, right after the panel, he, like, darted out the door. I was like, oh. But got to talk to Brandon for a bit. And then after that, stayed in there for the Rooster Teeth panel. It pretty much is, like, a lot of Q&A. They were talking about, I got to ask a question. Just pretty much asking them, like, their company's grown, like, 100% in the last year. They were just like, oh, God. They lost my train of thought. Anyways, so they show off the latest episode of Red vs. Blue, and it's where the premiere of Elijah Wood in it as Sigma, one of the new AI. And so pretty much right after that, they're like, all right, so we're going to try to get Elijah Wood on Skype right now. So they pull up Elijah Wood in Skype, and they're like, hi, Elijah, how you doing? And then pretty much he tries to talk, and you just hear, like, no audio. And then they keep losing him. They're like, oh, God, this isn't working out, Elijah. You just want to come out? So you hear everyone back in the audience going like, wait, what was going on? They had Elijah Wood in the back, pretty much. They just punked the entire audience. Had him come out. He was at the con. It was pretty awesome. They asked him a whole bunch of questions. Huh?
Damn.
Sounds
That's
like
intense, though.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, I mean, they punked us pretty hard with that. And, they were talking with him for a little bit. He's a big gamer. He's actually really fucking short, too. I can see why they made him a hobbit. Like, he's really, do you see him in person? He's short.
Did you just call somebody small? You?
Yeah.
You?
He's shorter than me.
That's fucked up.
He's shorter than me.
you're 6'1", aren't you?
I'm 6 foot. Yeah, he's under 6 foot. He's like, if I had to guess, I didn't stand next to him, but like I saw him stand next to Bernie, and I stood next to Bernie, and I at least had like 3 inches on him. I'd say.
Taller or shorter than Vic Mignogna?
I don't know.
Oh, you know.
He knows
I can
everything.
tell you, I only see that man from my knees.
Get dunked, son. Get fucking dunked.
That would hurt.
Ribcage. Hey, you should have kept talking about how I missed that episode.
Kidney
He
shot.
shot
Kidney
blood.
shot. Kidney shot.
Really. But
Lone will be pissing blood after that one. Dear God.
anyways. All right. So after that, after that, I tried to get to the Monteum panel, but the panel was full, and that was a common occurrence throughout this entire thing. They had the smaller section of the convention center, which really everything was almost full all the time. So I went back to the exhibit hall, and I went and I decided, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all like the shopping and shit that I wanted to do out of the way. I blew $200.
Yeah.
On like pretty much it was shirts. I got a Griffball plushie. It was a con only exclusive thing, so I wanted to get it, and it made a good pillow on the flight home.
Lone, I was disappointed at myself for spending $65.
I knew I was gonna spend a lot. I came
What
prepared.
part of us calling him money bags for months?
Oh yeah.
Months.
Speaking of that, because this was pretty much my spring vacation that my dad gave a spring vacation to my step siblings and my sister. So this is my spring vacation, so to speak. And Like, pretty much my dad got me, like, a fucking suite.
I hate you. I honestly stop talking right now. I don't want to hear what you got, what you did anymore.
I
don't
rode
want
a bus 16 hours next to a stinky person.
This nigga got a
I
suite,
know,
rode in a car with Freddie
but
Wong.
no. See, the thing is, like,
I arrived on helicopter.
Yes,
Because I can afford it with my Jewish money and my Jewish gold.
But it was quite tacky. Yes, yes.
But
Next time
anyways,
I'll just take the
I was
lead.
getting called moneybags by the friends I met, just to let you guys know.
Yeah,
It's a universal nickname.
No. I'm just pretty much just like, I told them, I'm like, yeah, I got this, my dad got me this suite. They're like, oh, look at moneybags over here. I'm like, wow.
Got here too.
I came here to escape it.
But anyway, so yeah, I got like a whole bunch of shirts, a DVD, a pint glass, Rooster Teeth pint glass, and then the Griff ball. But and a hat. And pretty much went from there, they had an esports arena where they were having like, they had Daisy, which is this Arma 2 mod. I'll probably talk about that once we do the gaming another gaming episode. But had that, and they had like a live achievement horse, which was fucking hilarious. Like, seeing it live in person and just like all of them failing so fucking hard was hilarious. There's lives. That's one thing too. They had live streamed the entire event, so I'll be posting videos from like pretty much links to their live streams into the videos in case anybody wants to watch it. But and then like from there, just Monty Oom randomly, he's like, went on the stage, waved, and then walked. He's like, oh, Monty Oom! He waves, and there goes Monty Oom! He just walks off stage. So I went and got a picture with him real quick, just because that man is an elusive ninja. But and God, his fucking hair, he looks like a fucking anime character. Did you see the pic? Well, Proceed probably could have seen it because I was posting the Facebook. Did you see the picture with Monty Oom?
yes, I did.
The guy's a fucking anime character in real life.
He honestly is.
But and then after that, sitting at the E stage for a while. From there, I went to something. I went to a few random panels that I kind of went in, went out of, like a live RT Shorts panel and then a Achievement Hunter panel. And from there, just went and got food real quick. And then after that, I went to the musical performance that they had there. It started off with a string quartet that was playing a whole bunch of video game songs. They had bars there too, so I was getting drunk. And I was just sitting in line. I was getting a drink, and then they started playing the Skyward Sword theme from Zelda. So I was like,
that's it.
Yes!
I can already just see him just nodding and drinking and nodding and drinking and looking at his dollar bills.
They played, what was it?
Make it rain.
they played, the string quartet played Mario, Zelda. They had a Two-Xander Kid from Final Fantasy X, and then they ended it with the Halo theme, of course. But then from there, Trocadero, who was the first people who did the Rooster Teeth stuff. They did like Blood Gulch Blues and a lot of the ending themes from their first 5 DVDs. And then they had Jeff Williams, who is a musician I like really fucking respect. Guy can do a whole bunch of diverse musical genres, and he does them all like really good. Those are some pictures I haven't uploaded. The fucking stage they have is packed because it's Jeff Williams and the Freelancer Orchestra. They had like a whole bunch of guys in violins and stuff like that, 2 pianos, a guy who's on like an electronic oboe that just played quotes from Red vs. Blue, and then it was like himself on guitar, another guitarist, and then pretty much also has his daughter and his ex-wife who also sing with them. His daughter, I think she's only like fucking 12. The girl is a great singer. They have a live stream of that too. I'll post that as well. I was fucking rocking out during the entire thing, and they also had Sarge and Tucker singing their like actual songs from like that they recorded in their character voices. Afterwards, I went and got an autograph from him, and then also from Matt Hullum, who plays Sarge, who's there. And that was Saturday. Sunday, pretty much, because I knew the line was going to be packed the entire fucking day, I was like, alright, I gotta get in there and just play Halo 4 just to get it out of the way. So, pretty much, doors open. Actually, before that, I took part in a Rooster Teeth production shoot. They closed down the main street in Austin about 6 blocks. I was part of like a group of like 1,500 to 2,000 people. And I guess this project that they're working on is called Day 5.
I was gonna
It's
say
like
15 to 20 people.
15 to 2,000.
Thought you were
1,500 to 2,000.
special.
Oh, no.
You ain't shit.
But anyways, it's pretty much this thing called this project they're working on called Day 5. It's this like post-apocalyptic series they're doing, and it's like the premise of it is like on a certain day after 3:01 a.m. if you were sleeping, you died, and pretty much if you fall asleep from that point on, you die. And so it's called Day 5 because it's the 5th day of Joel, who's the main character. It's his 5th day awake straight, and he's like starting to hallucinate and pretty much just starting to kind of go crazy. And the scene is pretty much just like the world's that he's been walking around. The world's been empty, so he's walking out of this theater, and all of a sudden, like the street he's on is all busy. Pretty much, it's like there's people walking around, skateboarding, like on the phone and stuff like that. And then the camera starts panning around him in a circle, and as it starts going in a circle, then pretty much everyone's lying down dead. And it's just like a massive group of people just laying down dead, going on for 6 blocks around him, and pretty much it's just him, just like he's like. First he's like excited, and then he's pretty much all like sad, and then he just starts walking down the street. And then pretty much so pretty much our roles were pretty much we just when action hits we were just walking around just doing normal things, like I was just pretending to be on my phone and stuff like that, and then when they say down, everyone just laid down in the middle of the street. And then pretty much just like did that a couple takes, and then we did one last take where just all of us were grouped around Joel, all of us like pretending to lay down dead. I guess apparently during that last take, there's a guy who walked out of his apartment on that main street, looked down at us, and then like immediately just walked back into his room. So we like scared the fuck out of him.
Oh, this is a bad day. That'll release some kind of toxin.
So 1,500 people lying dead in the middle of Austin. He's like, oh
it's
shit.
It's a bad day to be outside. Going back in the house. Nope.
Yeah. But then after that, that's when I went to the convention hall and got in, played Halo 4, which, and then pretty much from that, like, I think I'll explain that more in a gaming podcast or in, like, my review that I'm going to do for a review series. For short term, it's, overall, the Halo feel is there. Like, I'm excited that they brought back the BR from Halo 2 and Halo 3. Felt like it did before. Graphics look nice and stuff like that. However, they did add a lot of things that made me think Call of Duty and Battlefield, but I'll get into more details onto that in my review or preview. But after that, walked around the exhibition hall a bit, was watching some of the live stream E-Stage gaming stuff like that. I went to go, they had another Rooster Teeth panel, which since I went to the first one, I skipped out. I went to go, this is pretty much with the lines, just how fucking busy they were. I went to go to line up for the Achievement Hunter panel. Turns out they already counted out a line and tarped them off.
This man said
for pretty much
tarp them off.
For a full Achievement Hunter panel. And then I was just like, okay. And well, the Rooster Teeth podcast was right after that. And then I was just kind of standing around there, and they're like, and that was about like 4 or 5 hours later. And they're like, all right, actually we're not lining up for the Rooster Teeth panel yet. Just everyone just can't congregate here. Just, I mean, you can stand around like away a bit, but you can't line up, so disperse. So I sat there for about 2 hours because I'm like, I'm getting into this fucking panel. I want to see a live Rooster Teeth podcast.
Excuse me, sir. I'm Mike Nowak. Oh, Mike Nowak, in, sir, in.
Moneybags, come, yes. We have a seat.
I did not.
Kodiak
I would have tried
all.
Anyway, so I sat there, and then finally the Achievement Hunter panel went in. So then I had got in line really fucking quick for the Rooster Teeth panel. They had us go into the roped off area, and so I just sat there for another 3 hours. Luckily, everything was live streamed, so I just was watching the panels from my iPod or my iPhone, which is pretty cool. So got in for the Rooster Teeth podcast, and it was fucking hysterical. Like, they were just pretty much just like they were trying to play it off like a regular podcast, and then it's like, actually getting live feedback's kind of daunting. Like, everyone just with all the laughter and stuff like that, and cracking jokes, and it was awesome. And then after that, just went to the exhibition hall for a bit, played a few games, went to just talked to the Mega 64 guys a bit, just tried to snag as many pictures as I could, and then And I pretty much got back to my room accidentally, and actually pretty much after that, which I'm going to be plugging a podcast in a second, but the guys that I met, Steve and Nate, plug it right now. They have a podcast, which they let me sit in on, and they let me plug our podcast. It is called the Everyday Gaming Society Podcast. They have a website, I believe it's everydaygaming.society.com, which they kind of do like achievement guides and a whole bunch of different stuff. And they have a podcast as well. And I got to sit on that. We talked about our adventures and stuff during our TX. But so we were planning to shoot it or record it right after, like, around 6:30, right after the convention hall closed. But I had only gotten about 3 hours of sleep the night previous just because we had to wake up at about, like, 4 a.m. for the shoot. And so I'm just kind of sitting in my bed, and they're like, well, it's like, all right, 6:30. And they're like, actually, we're going to go get some food. You want to come? I'm like, I already ate. So I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, and I'm just like, I am really fucking tired right now. So I put my phone right next to me, put my ringer all the way up. I'm like, okay, probably going to doze off if they call me. Should wake me up. I wake up, it's 10:30. I have 10 missing calls. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I guess they were, because we were going to record it in my room since it was sweet, it was big, and completely was dead to the world for 4 hours. And I called them back. I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm like, did you record it? And they're like, no, we're going to record in a bit. So I fucking ran to their hotel, which is just it was only like about like a block and a half away across a bridge. Sprinted the entire way there. They gave me shit for it, of course.
Your money bags, getting that cardio, man.
But yeah, so we recorded the podcast in there. Actually, it was just kind of funny because, like, I was going to try to bring it up a little more naturally, like my plug to the podcast. They, like, start the podcast to introduce all of us, and they're like, so you had a podcast to introduce. I'm like, I was going to try to bring it up a little more naturally, but all right.
We have no mic, no whacking. Way to Pride Podcast! Go to it!
You should watch us. We do stuff that isn't racist anymore.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but, I also got to meet couple other Achievement Hunter personalities. Oh, that was the other thing. That was the thing I did earlier on Thursday. Went to go see Spider-Man at this theater they have.
Boo!
At this theater that they have called the Alamo Drafthouse, which is the coolest fucking theater I've ever been to in my entire life. It's a full fucking restaurant in a movie theater with open bar. Pretty much, you sit in there. They have like a small like shelf bench thing in front of you. They have a like menu. It's almost like an Applebee's or Ruby Tuesdays inside a movie theater. They have like burgers, chicken, fries, whole bunch of
I heard
stuff.
chicken fries. I heard
chicken and fries.
I thought I heard chicken fries.
Look at that link.
They might have.
I saw it.
Oh, I saw it.
Anyways,
I'm not.
But yeah, then pretty much they have people come up, like, you put a little slip on, like, you have a little piece of paper, you write down what you want, you put the slip in this, like, little flag holder, and people come by, get your order, come back with your food and drink, and you get to drink and eat food during a movie. And it was awesome. And I personally like Spider-Man, but we'll save that for our blockbuster movie episode.
Fucking hate you.
But yeah, that was.
We should all just get a good shot in when he comes to Yoma.
Oh, I'm gonna
punch him in the chest.
I am too. Because I rode 16 hours on a bus next to a stanky person.
I live in Chicago, so that's.
I'm here working my ass off every day at a shitty job, and he's in a suite.
I'm freaking riding on boats and crap.
I'm freaking working outside 95-degree weather,
The
man.
only time Lone gets facial hair is when he gets money. He gets that little perfectly coiffed mustache.
I'm gonna just punch him in the face.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a shot in. I'm dead serious. Look for it, Long.
Start saving your
Oh
money.
no, you're coming to MatsuriCon. Oh yeah. I'll get it there.
Oh shit, that's in like 2
Yes,
months,
it
isn't
is.
it?
Actually, it's next month, a month and a half, really.
I hate you all. I hate
Oh,
you
shit.
all. I hate
When is
you
it?
all. I
It's
hate
late
you all.
August, I think the 20th.
Hey, see,
Yeah.
look up. At least you don't have a massive bill to pay off.
I hate you. I have massive bills to pay other people.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
They're not massive. It's something.
You should you should save up. I'm going to be trying to save, because I mean, I'm going to be going try to go on my own next year. I'm gonna start saving now, and I want to make it a road trip. I don't want to fly.
Where?
To RTX.
To Austin.
Oh, to RTX. I will come with you.
Yeah, you come to get me
Is
if you
that-
want
I
a
wanna-
road trip, bitch.
I said I want to make it a road trip.
I'm
just
in for
'cause
that one. If
that'll be funny because I've never had a road trip before. This is the adventure.
oh
That sounds
boy,
fucking
if
fun.
I'm there with you, you're in for some shit. There's gonna be a lot of speeding out of certain areas.
Y'all should just let me come with you so I can be the token black guy in Austin, because I'll be the only black guy in all of Texas.
Oh no, no, you're not.
No, you're
You're
not.
not. That's the other thing
Go
too.
to where I live.
I
You'll
mean,
be
if
the only
you guys
black guy
are,
here.
if you guys,
You're
You'll
Canadian.
be
You
half
don't count.
minorities.
if you guys, if people that are into the party scene, Austin on 6th Street, it is a weekend there every
I've
fucking
heard.
day. They close down the road, all the like roads that cross 6th Street. I mean, they have police there. They have fucking horse-drawn carriages. Not sure what the fuck why, but
Yeah,
all the
New
bars
York
are pretty much
Yeah,
full
New
packed.
York.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy there. But needless to say, this is one of the first trips I've ever had where I was legitimately sad that it was over.
Yomacon, you
Yoma?
bastard.
I said one of. Yoma's one of them.
You don't count you guys as real friends anymore.
Yoma,
Just out there.
I was generally like completely dejected when I had to leave. I was like, shit.
It's the post-con depression.
Well,
It
that
really
that
was,
goes back to my really shitty home life, but yeah.
That was the other thing too about Austin. They have really good fucking
Oh,
food. Barbecue especially.
Shut up.
A brisket.
Shut up.
Mm.
I hate you.
That man said.
Yeah, go to hell. I haven't had good barbecue in years. Go suck a dick.
Whatever.
Where I live.
Yomacon, November.
Someone did that at BronyCon. I didn't have to.
Speaking of that, hi, DA.
What's that about BronyCon? Terra
Somebody
Strong?
somebody sucked your dick.
Tara Strong, and we mentioned sucking dicks. Yeah, that seems legit.
Yeah, just like needless to say, while I didn't have as much of a freak out as DA did, like just pretty much getting to talk with Jack and Jeff was probably like the highlight of
So
my
hold on,
week.
quick question, Lone. If in order to get this DA cold, nervous sweat reaction that he got with what's her name,
What's her name? That is Tara Strong.
That man got honestly offended.
Guys,
Like
watch out. Guys, watch out. We have a badass over here.
like I
Oh,
said,
look out.
like I said, what
What would it take? What would it take
Yeah,
for
like I
me to
said,
get that?
like what's her name? Like who would I have to put you in front of?
I hate him.
I don't. I wouldn't get really nervous, really, because I mean,
What's his
huh?
name?
No, I don't get nervous like that. I mean, maybe like a little bit on the inside, just like anticipation and excitement. But I don't get all
Brain
babble.
theater.
Long. I didn't think I would get
No.
like that either, but I did. I'm
No.
like, I'm a cool.
I met a lot of my idols last weekend, dude.
What?
People that I respect and really pretty much enjoy. Like these are some I'd say the Rooster Teeth guys are like way over like anyone in the voice acting industry or anything like that. Probably Dream Theater would be above, or Mike Portnoy would be above that. Possibly Mike Portnoy.
That's what I was
Possibly.
saying.
But I can
Why?
maintain my composure a lot better, especially like with just deep down, all these people are just regular people. Especially like I mean, talking with Jack for 4 hours. This is regular. He's just an awesome dude.
They're people,
Yeah, exactly.
just like we're people.
It was
And DA, what's her name again?
You're doing this on purpose now, and I despise you.
No, I'm actually being legit. I don't know
Her name
this.
is Tara Strong.
I'm just gonna mute our mic because
Testosterone.
find it to
Tara
this.
Yes, testosterone.
All right, we are well over an hour now just with all these stories. But needless to say,
Wait, holy shit, guys. We stayed on topic during the podcast, mostly.
No, we didn't. Not for DA. Not for
DA doesn't count, he's not a real person.
Oh, DA never counts.
DA and his fandom of testosterone.
Counting. counts how
Testosterone
many
and
dicks were at the
ponies,
orgy.
suddenly everything makes sense.
DA needed to hit a testosterone. He's at that orgy, man. I'm telling you that right now.
Was you strong arm with everybody in the orgy? DA, did you go, I gotta ask you something. Did you go in raw? Was it like no protection?
How about that stop?
all right, we are cutting
No,
it
he
there.
dejects into this.
We are cutting
This
it
is
there.
what you want to censor? Come on now.
Yes, exactly.
They can't help themselves.
Alex started. He put me on that.
I was gonna say, dude, if it continues, I will actually start editing the podcast.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey, I will.
Is that a threat?
It is.
now you just gave John a
Wait.
challenge. That was
Oh,
a terrible
shit.
idea.
My nigga.
Anyways, needless to say, I mean, regardless of our opinions, I'm sure DA wants to go back to the
Yeah.
convention, and I definitely want to go back to RTX.
If you're doing road trip next year, I am definitely coming.
Start saving.
Yeah, I'm gonna be at school.
Now.
I'm not gonna have a job, so I'm gonna. That's gonna be a little hard for me. We will see what happens.
I'll pimp out some people for a couple of days.
By then, God willing, we'll be making YouTube money off of this Freddie Wong thing.
I mean, no, let's not get ahead of
Looks like with
ourselves.
any
Though.
luck. Then again, it's me.
Yeah, any luck, but yeah, actually, well, if you for some reason are listening to this, Freddie, we would love to have you on.
Bump up
Please.
subs.
But
Please.
We need
Please.
that money.
but
I love your cinematic videos, Freddy Wong.
Please.
all right.
Stereotype.
So next, all right. So I think that about does it for this week. We will see you guys all
this
next
is
week. Actually, what do you think? Should we do a gaming one next one? Since yeah, I was gonna say I'll talk about Halo 4 a little bit and what I saw there, and DayZ, and a whole bunch of other stuff. All right. See you guys next week.
Hey.